Hello people of YouTube, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to the golf club, or PGA Tour 2K21. So we're going to jump into a local match. I think I'm going to play one of the official courses, Peril Mountain, that's the one. So we're going to play this. Again, it's really just a catch up, you know, just catch up, just talk. I have been working a lot on the putting aspect. I feel that I'm kind of getting to that point now where I'm sort of getting comfortable with it. So we'll play from the back tees. We'll probably have the rest of it on default. Played yesterday actually. I actually had a couple of good games yesterday. I did play East Lake. I finished off the Apex Hounds. And I finished like 23 over par. It was just ridiculous. The greens are just so difficult. But the second round, I wasn't really. It was one of those rounds where you just play, and I was gonna really, skip it. And I thought, well, I might as well get the 250 coins at the end, just play it to the end, whatever.
Hope you're doing just great.
But it wasn't a good morale builder. But I did play the PGA Tour career mode. Had a really good round actually.
With a par 4 first
Played
hole.
consistent.
Just pop this one out there into the short stuff, and then we'll mosey on from there.
This one's a little bit tricky here. Perfect tempo. So yeah, I feel I'm starting to find my feet. I know some of the other guys had a little bit of issue. I've turned everything off in terms of the swing. I think there's a swing, there's a distance control.
Okay,
There's also the vibration. I've turned that off as well. But one of the guys was saying in Facebook that he would quite like to still have it on, I think, the shots. Because he's kind of struggling like that aspect. But I've just turned it. I think when you turn it off, it just feels so much better. Right, what have we got here? It's 23 down, so it's 7 off that. 138. Downhill as well. 132 could be actually decent. Right, the slope is gonna cut into that wind a little bit, you'd imagine. I've also been trying to hit my shots kind of like 100%. I've been trying to get that consistency, because when you play in like the legend mode, if you really overpower the swing, it just leads to all kinds of like nasty. So I'm trying to keep it really kind of within the zone.
Very long. Just do what you can.
But it's Friday here in Scotland. The weather's a little bit. It's the same yesterday. It was kind of sunny. Then it looked really dull. It could possibly rain. So it looks as if it's going to be the same today. Move this mic up a little bit. Right, what we got here? So it's saying 48 feet. There is a little bit of break here. I keep forgetting this view. It's quite good for seeing the green. This breaks mildly. 48. Nah, I've been playing just like a one stroke. I've not really been practicing. I maybe do like a false backswing to get where I think it should be. That's maybe a bit too much. Whoa, boy. Yeah, that's way too much. Still trying to gauge like a certain distance, like 20 footer. That kind of range, I'm sort of half decent. What's the green speed? 164.
Putt appears to be online.
But once you get into the putting, I think it's just amazing how they've got it, because you can still miss those little 6 footers, 5 foot putts. If I was playing a guy yesterday, I probably will put the video up. I played a guy yesterday, an American guy, and we were pretty much nip and tuck. I think he won the first hole, I won the second. Then it was It was pretty much like even all the way through to about the 7th, and I think he won the 7th.
Nice, pure
And then I think
swing,
I won
great
the
stuff.
8th. And we went up the last hole all square. I think I made the green. I think he was chipping off the green and he put it to like 5 foot or
second
something.
shot here on the second.
And I had a putt to win. It was maybe, I don't know, 20 foot or something. It was kind of semi-makeable. Didn't get it though. I did miss the putt. And he had his 5 foot. Probably all day, every day it would have been in. And he actually told me later that his finger slipped off the joystick. And he missed it. And I sank my putt. I felt kinda, when I look back on it, maybe I should have missed mine and we should have just called it half, because it was, I mean, the match was a fair match, and it probably really, in all honesty, it should have been like all square. But yeah, I kind of did feel a little bit bad doing that, but. $52. I'm gonna deal off this a little bit. Oh, that felt bad in the stick. Not as good as what that should have been. But yeah, it was a really good match, and you know the guy left a message, a couple of messages after it, and I replied back. So I think it's good when you play somebody like that really is like on the same page. But I usually do dabble head to head. But he was really the first guy that I've played that I think was like semi-close to like a decent player. Oh, that's too much. Jeez, that was like that's heavy again. I'm going to maybe slow it down for these greens.
Okay,
but yeah, putting is. I left a couple of putts the other day there short, but I'm not making as many mistakes as what I did make. But turning off the... this is quite interesting. We probably could go... Do you know what? I'm going to land it a bit here. Because my belief is, obviously the wind's going to bring it back. And I might get a bounce off that road. And we hit it slow. It was probably downhill enough.
And here's your second shot on.
But somebody told me, it was one of the guys, his name's Smelly Cat, Pete. He told me switch it off, and do you know what? He was 100% right. Because all I felt I was doing was, you know, waiting for that haptic force feedback, and it just kills your game, because you're not using your eyeballs. You're not using your kind of golf sense, if you can put it that way. Oh, this is actually uphill quite a bit. We'll go flop. Yeah, you're not using your kind of golfing sense. I think this 45 could be good. We want to get a little bit of action on it. Oh, that's another bad. It's okay, but we had it slow.
Now for our third shot.
But yeah, he was absolutely bang on. I was holding on. It's almost like a security blanket, and it was just killing my game because I was eyeballing that meter too much. Because in the society, I'm kind of reviewing a lot of things.
All right, drop this on in and save your power.
I really don't know where to go with the society, because I don't want to like force the pro settings on everybody, because at the moment not everybody can play well.
keep you at even
and
par.
enjoy it. I mean,
Teeing up here
I
on the
quite
fourth
enjoy,
hole.
like, you know, getting under par. But before it was just a formality, and, you know, under par was the kind of the standard, the norm. Right, what is this? This is, it's playing about 220. I think we just go with 3-wood. It might go a little bit long, but we can't really mess with it too much. But there's not a lot of people can complain on that setting, so I've kind of made it open in my society, the swing difficulty. Now, some people may take that and run with it.
That's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach.
It's a hard thing to police.
Here's
I'm going to
our
see how it
second
runs,
shot on the fourth.
but I kind of want people to play at their level, and I think that's the cool thing about this game is, you know, that there's so many different levels to this. And the fact that somebody can play, you know, play a style that suits them. But you're gonna get somebody that's just gonna play the easier settings just to win tournaments.
Okay,
but
well put. Now let's move on.
hopefully that doesn't happen.
And after that one, currently sitting at even par. In this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with.
Right, it's still even par. But yeah, it's tough. I think we can carry this bunker.
Great swing on
So
that one.
I've changed my club set. I'm currently got the Maverick standards and the iron sets. They're quite forgiving, which, you know, I had all the purple range, which is probably the more difficult clubs.
Setting up here on the first cut.
And I was hitting them okay actually. I probably really could go back to them, but I feel with these clubs they're just a little bit more on the kind of forgiving side. I think that would. I'm trying to think of the wind here. We're in light rough. We're probably actually going to play a little bit of draw, I think, in this. Get it swinging around a little bit.
This could end up in a bit of
Yeah,
danger.
we could have done a bit more
here.
swing on it. Although it's going to be not too bad. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting because
green and under regulation,
the higher the skill level you go up, you really need those more forgiving clubs, which means
coming up.
more forgiving clubs equals less distance. So it kind of works. If you think about it, if you're on like the beginner clubs, you could just go purple and just swing absolutely, like, just melt the ball. But if you play like legend mode, you probably really do need those like more forgiving clubs. It's a good kind of paradox. If is that even the right word, paradox? But it's a good sort of like balance between, you know, do I want to hit the ball, drive the ball over 300 yards, and, you know, make par fives really reachable, or do I play like a mid-set club that's a little bit less forgiving, or more forgiving, sorry, and have that kind of balance between the two. You know, I think it's a really good. I think it's a little bit steamy. I think it's a good. It's a good balance. I think.
And this putt would take you.
As I say, I did have the purple
under.
set. Oh, we can make a bogey here. Well, this is for birdie. This is a par 5. Damn, son. But I think it's a good balance. You know, really, and I still put my hand up, and I still say that this is miles better than 2019.
Unlucky.
Just too much break.
Okay, time to finish this one off.
Capital.
A little awkward on this one. 3 putting for par, but
yeah, I think it's miles better. I think I think
And that hole,
the
you'll
way that
stay
they've did
right where
it,
you are at even par.
personally, I would like to
Got a
see more
par
clubs.
4 on this one.
It'd be nice to have ping on board. It'd be nice to have maybe, I'm trying to think of any other manufacturers. You know, it'd be nice to have a couple more, especially ping. I think pings, for me, like a ping putter is just. But in saying that, I think, yeah, I mean, ping were in Rory McIlroy. Whether they're still tied to that, I don't know. It's a fast, but we could probably deal with a fast. But yeah, I'm kind of in a. I don't know. I'm quite enjoying this club set. I mean, it's not the longest.
We are about 195 yards out from here.
As I say, it's a fine balance between the two. But they may bring more clubs in. Right, 197. Oh, the wind's in her face. This club could actually be. Maybe we really don't need to hit it full. I'm going to hit it. Because it is downhill, but I'm just going to hit this. I'm going to hit it easy, I think. Oh, that's right on the money. Is the length? Oh, we could have had it full. A little bit short.
And that approach was a bit wayward. Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here.
The wedges I have are purple, but they're really good like distance for me. I may play around with wedges. I really don't know. I kind of want to like maybe have ones that are a little bit less, like more forgiving, but maybe I'm gonna just deal off this a little bit. Get it rolling a bit. It's kind of not bad, but it leaves us a difficult putt here. I also did have the putt preview on, and I'll be honest with you, I think I'm actually thinking of putting it in the society, because what I found was when I was playing online last night, there was a couple of putts that I really needed to make. Like, if I didn't get that putt, I think I was one down. I had a putt to win, but it was like 20 plus foot. And I did the putt preview, and I felt kind of dirty, but the putt preview was just missing.
Nothing you can do now, just
so
pop in the bogey, and we'll move on.
I tweaked it, and I got it in.
Tracking.
And there's your
and
bogey.
you know, you only get three tries, so it's not like it's totally dominating the round. I mean, if you play 18 holes and you've got 3 putt previews, it's kind of like it's a bit like having a caddy. That's how I look at it. I know a lot of people will probably go, no, never have the putt preview on ever. That's never going to happen. Could I squeeze this through here? Maybe head towards that tree. In fact, maybe play it through that gap. Let's go. Missed the tree. Oh, it needs to bounce a lot though. Nah, it's not going to make it. I know people probably say, "Oh, you can't have putt preview," but
you might need a club or
I don't know. I'm going to put it to the society, and just I kind of want everybody to have their input. You know, would people prefer to have like 3 putt previews around, which I think is feasible. I don't think it's like, you know, I mean, I probably really don't want them, but you know, somebody that's playing that would maybe kind of benefit from it. I want to hit like a full shot here. What we got to the pin? 73. It's uphill as well. I'm just going to hit this normal. Well, he hits it underpowered. Probably hitting that actually full would have been perfect. I don't know why I hit that 78%. I kind of wanted to hit it like 100, but
And we're back on the fairway. Let's see about.
yeah,
hitting
I'm going to put that
green
to
now.
the society members. I don't know. I'm sort of. It's something that, to be honest, I don't think's that bad. This might be a bit adventurous, but I just want to see how it goes. The pitch shot I have been playing a lot more.
Almost.
The last game I kind of avoided
Nice chip,
pitch. I was
fantastic.
more a kind of flop guy.
If you sink this, you could save par. Looking good.
But I think the chip in this game is like
Okay, well
really.
played.
It's nice. It's a bit more precise, I think.
And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment.
We won over par.
Wind is blowing right to left on
Oh,
this
mind
one.
you, that was 1, 2, 3. That was for par, but I don't know when we made a bogey. Let's check the scorecard actually. Oh, it was the whole previous. I was probably talking too much. We could be on the money. The wind here is really quite a lot. Come on, baby.
All right, looking good so far.
Get down, bite.
That's a safe shot.
Yeah, so that's
This
a
putt
possibility
is
for
for birdie.
the societies. There's a lot to do in societies now. You know, we can control quite a lot of the game. You know, we can do like swings different. I was actually maybe even thinking for like a major, having it like pro only, but I really don't know about that. That's just how my mind works. It really didn't break. And we had it too hard.
Just a little too much pace on that
I'm kind
one.
of struggling with this green
8
speed.
feet to the
The
cup.
previous green speeds I was playing were actually quite low, so I'm not in that mindset yet. Oh, I'm really not reading these greens too well.
Okay, 4 feet to go. Looking pretty good. Good putt in there for the bogey. And right
But the
now
course
you're
is
2
nice.
over.
I think the graphics are
Teeing
good
it
as
up on a
well.
par 4 for this
I mean,
one.
I'm playing on the Pro version of the PlayStation, and I think it looks just absolutely phenomenal. This is going to run out of fairway, but it's not a long shot, so I'm just going to rip it. Grip it and rip
Just
it,
coming
as
in for
John
a
Daly
landing on the
said.
fairway.
Nice. Okay, I'll take that.
Here's a second shot on the 9th.
Let's try and get back under par here. That's the goal. I might have to stop talking or cut the chat down. 49, 21 foot up, so it's playing about 56. I always go the wrong way. That goes 55. That could be close actually. Mind you, it is uphill quite a bit, so we might actually have to put a little bit more on it. I don't think this is going to be enough. Again, I hit it a little bit fast. It probably would have been pretty decent.
Well,
I
that'll
kind of
work
felt
for you.
that was going to be short.
All right, this is for the bird.
This is not the easiest of putts. Tails off as well. This could be. We need to be careful. Yeah, hit that really gingerly. I wanted to get the pace like absolutely
Not enough
sweet.
muscle into that one. Here we go. This is for par.
I don't know who that
Time
is.
to head over to the next
See, then
hole.
I think it might be Vader taking a bit of a
And that'll keep
hairy
you
fit, or it
at
could be
2
Nikon.
over for the
One of the
round.
two cats.
This is hole number 10.
No, it's just a gorgeous hole. You just want to drive this ball.
Ooh, there's a spicy
A
little
little bit
biscuit.
fast, but that's probably not too bad. Oh, baby.
Quite the elevated green we have in
So
our future.
we'll see
Might
what
wanna
happens.
club up on
As I
this.
say, it's still at early days in the society. One of the other societies, I think it's TaylorMade, which is Gary Wade runs that society. He had a nice little feature he had established 2016, but I don't know why he says 2016 because the game, the Golf Club 2 was released June 2017, so it should really be established 2017. But it was a nice little touch. I actually tried to do it in Pixelated Golfers, but I couldn't. I ran out of space. You can only put so many. It's quite good that they've got Pixelated Golfers Association. Right, but it's uphill quite a bit. I take it, have we got a partial 3-wood here? Yeah. What is it? Do you know what? I'm going to hit the 195. But no. I'm gonna hit the 3-wood. I may actually opt for the stronger 3-wood. So I want to maybe try and buy the Callaway.
This one's your third.
So that I've got, because I feel I've got a big gap. You know, if I had a 3-wood that was a little bit more penetrating, maybe a little bit more difficult to hit, but I can deal with that. Hey, this is downhill. Is it going to roll when it gets... I'm going to go up another one. I could putt this actually, but... Ooh!
Almost.
That's ran on a little bit. I really do like the chipping in the game. I think there's a lot more opportunities
Just
for
putt down if
hole
you
and
get
chips,
to
I
10
think.
under par.
Oh, come on, this should be it. Does break though.
It could be a good one.
Oh, go, 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 go. Didn't hit it.
Oh.
Had the line, didn't hit it.
Okay, time to finish up.
All right, let me dig up the scorecard here.
So still over par. So the object of the game here is to get under par, but we'll see how it goes.
That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one.
Again, it's a 3-wood. But it's a partial. And it's into that wind, so we're probably going to have to do a little bit of... I'm going to have to kind of hold it into this wind, I think. And hit like a... Well, we hit it 100%. I think the draw is going to take a little bit off it, I think. That was actually semi-decent.
We're on the green with that one. Well done. And 22 feet from the cup.
Okay. Oh no! Where is it, Nikon? Oh, what a putt. That was perfect speed.
Just a little 3-footer left for this one. Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah,
let's
I'm
get
really
this
loving the
next hole.
putting. I know there's a lot of people moaning about it, but I
And
think
after
it's
that, you're sitting
absolutely
at
just
2 over
bang
par.
on.
Bit of a long par 4 here. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. So let's put it in the fairway and take it from there.
And the
That
sound,
drive's looking decent here.
the sound when you hit a perfect with a driver, it's just like a really nice sound. That little ting, oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Looks like about 150 yards to go.
Oh, can a monster? Can he beat it? Right, it's 12 up. This could be perfect for this 150. The wind though is really strong. I'm actually going to deal off to touch. I really need to find out what all this stuff does. You know, I'm like putting an angle attack on as well. No, we're on perfect. Come on, be good. Be the club. Oh, baby.
Doing all right, hitting those greens today.
What do you see,
Well
Nick,
done.
on? You're really looking quite...
Here's what you're
I
dealing
don't know.
with for
Is it a
birdie.
fly? Is it a... He's staring something out. Oh, missed the... Oh, that's too fast.
Right by.
Oh, see that... I missed the first swing I did was perfect. It would have
Here we
been
go. Par
like
putt.
perfect power.
Let's do it.
But then instead of just resetting, I went for the next shot and I went too fast.
This putt's going.
Ah.
You're in there with a par.
That's where I think the putting is good though. You
And
really
that'll
do need
keep
to
you
commit
at
to the
2
shot, but if you
over
miss
for the
it,
round.
you probably need to reset a
And we
little
have
bit.
lovely
Like,
par
you know,
4 ahead of us.
take your hand off the controller. Maybe even do a full-on practice swing.
Whoa, got a hold of that one.
Got a hold of that one.
Power unleashed there.
Right.
I'm sure you didn't
I'll
plan
just clip the tree
that
a
one.
little. It's going to give us a decent like flop splash shot probably.
Little play.
We really should be
All
closer
right,
to
here's our
level
second
par.
shot
We've
on the
missed a couple of
13th.
shots. What are you saying, Nick, on? Probably splash 26. Oh, got to watch that front. We actually don't want this spinning too much. I feel that yeah, I think the 26 could be actually pretty good. Maybe just a little bit of spin, but yep, nice.
This one's just a 5-footer.
And even like this splash shot, I think is good. And the flop shots are just better.
This putt's good so far.
Perfect.
And
There we go.
count it.
Hello.
It's a birdie.
1 over.
And you're 1 over par currently. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind.
I've
blowing
not really invested money
the ball.
in clothing. I'm trying to get like the club set. Like I want to get like, so I've got a little bit of variation. I've got like a difficult club set. And then I've got my kind of easier, more forgiving club sets. So I want to really just concentrate on that a little bit more. Right, this is almost like 20. It's probably like 17 off that. Let's see. 135 is about 137. And the wind as well. Ooh. Wait, I need I need to redo my maths here. Okay, so 53 is like it's like 18, right? So 155, 145, so it's 137 to that pin. The wind's, it's not really behind, it's cutting across, but there is a slight I'd probably I'd maybe go with that. I think the 132 could be good. Right, we're on the money. We're on tempo's good.
Oh yeah, this one's heading
Oh
for the
yeah.
green.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that'll do.
Right, come on,
This
let's
one is
get this.
for the bird. You
Oh,
might be
every
on
day,
your way
all
to quite a little
day.
streak here. 2
Let's
birdies in a
go,
row.
baby. Let's
Right,
go.
good job there. That's bringing you down. Even par now. Okay, wind's picking up a bit. We got a headwind on
Right,
this
we're
one.
even. Come on, let's go. Oh, jeez, man, this is. Man, that putt, that putt, that putt's gonna roll forever. That driver's just gonna keep going. I mean, I don't know how. What does it actually? Yeah, I mean, we should be. Yeah, let's just. The wind's coming from this side, so let's just put it out there a little bit. Let it feed back.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness, you pounded
baby!
that drive.
It's a triple. It's not going to run as much as what you think. Well, it's going to do a little bit. Keep rolling.
And good luck with your second here on the 15th.
Okay, it's the soap's gonna cut into the wind, which is kind of semi decent. We're not. I'm tempted to actually hit the driver. The driver, I quite like the fact that they've made the driver a little bit more accessible. But in saying that, it's maybe not like a guaranteed like getting the green moment. But I'm just gonna hit it
You must be feeling lucky.
because
Taking
that's how I
driver off the
roll.
turf.
I want to see where this carries. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Right, you can. Oh, slow down. Whoa, 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 whoa. But I mean, it's a decent option in the game. Whether the 3-wood might have.
There's a green and
I don't know
under
whether the
regulation for
3-wood
you.
would
Pat
have
yourself
reached,
on the
but
back. And this one is for the birdie with big wings.
okay. A little bit of break in this. I really just want to get this close. If I'm brutally honest, I'm gonna do like a. I don't want to overhit it. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Didn't really get the break at all, but what's
snatch a
new?
birdie and be on our way.
Under par,
Okay,
baby.
moving on to the next.
So having a
And
little
after
good
that one, you'll go
birdie run
down
here.
to 1 under par.
So we are 1 under par.
16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, if that wind, I mean, it could be drivable. Let's just try and. How'd that? Oh, that's it. Zoom in. Right, I want to maybe aim this because the wind's going to bring it back a little. Oh yeah. I could have aimed over a little bit, maybe. Depends how much roll I get. Oh, good bounce, good bounce. Oh, if I'd aimed it up higher, that could have been really sitting pretty. Oh, I was kind of hoping that would go off the green,
Driving
actually.
the old green, putting for eagle. Nothing wrong with that.
Right, it's given us
Drop this and you've got yourself an
62.
eagle.
Again, it's quite an even break. It's not like, let's put the flag in so I've got some 62 though. Right, I'm going to take a couple of practice putt swings here. It sometimes doesn't give you the power that you hit. See, I think that's where I need to be. A wee bit more than that. Right, let's just go. Let's guesstimate it.
Looking super.
Oh!
Oh, that'll work. That's a beauty of a putt.
Yeah!
And oh yeah, we're gonna look at that
That's a
one
replay
again.
moment. That was a good putt. What a putt! Oh, it's perfect weight. Oh, baby. Centre cup.
And right now you are at 3 under par. Got a right to left breeze on this hole.
Oh, in fact, interestingly enough, and this is probably actually quite a good tip. If you leave the flag in when you putt, especially with like short range, if you put a little bit of power on it, like a stinger, the flag will actually stop it. You know, it'll basically, it will just deflect it to the side a little bit, which is actually quite a good tip. I never actually thought of that, but I like to putt with the flag out. I'm just old school, but so what we got here, 7. So it's playing roughly 204. That 195 could be good. The wind though is, the wind's tricky. We're gonna have to bring over this bunker. It might slope off that other side. Oh, hit that fast.
And please, ball, would you consider kicking right?
And I think it was gonna be too long.
Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay.
My watch is wanting me to
Right,
breathe.
good luck. Second shot here on the 17th.
Oh, this is a bit okay. This is kind of within the splash distance. It's not a bad percentage in a way. Yeah, I'm going to play the splash here. I just feel it's a better option. Yeah, I do catch it a little bit strong though. I wanted to just underhit that, a slight touch, but
Here we go. Drop
I ended
this,
up hitting it
save
100.
that par.
Let's put the flag in. Just to see.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was close.
Here comes
That was
the
close.
bogey putt.
So, yeah, I
Okay,
can see
let's
the
what the
principle bit
scorecard
behind
says.
that. Oh, make a bogey though. Damn, that's
Well,
ruined
your
that
score
run.
up to 2
That was a
under
difficult
par.
hole though. Difficult,
And teeing it up
difficult
now
yardage. The
for
wind was
the
difficult.
final
Pin was
hole.
difficult. Right, 18th. Let's round up this round here. I'm quite. Am I going to carry that bunker? 74 down. I think we. Okay, I'm going to kind of go for it.
And the tee shot looks like it'll be
Had
safe.
that a bit slow. Should be okay, but maybe we could be blanked out by that
about
tree there. Nah, we're okay.
215 yards or so
The wind's
to the
actually
pin.
really good for that, so it's helping. So 214, but it's 57 up. So yeah, we're probably going to hit this 3-wood pretty much all in. I think we're still going to be short. Could be good if we get a good bounce. Maybe not. If we got a kind of projecting bounce there, we might have made the green.
This is what our third shot.
But this is a par 5. We're actually setting up really well here for a. I'm going to have to hit this full, I think. Come up. I was thinking of clubbing up. I didn't want to really go too far. Should have. Come on. It's not the easiest of putts. I kind of had it a bit firm.
Lining up a 6-foot putt here.
Damn. Oh, come on. That one. That was firm as well.
Now you've
But
got
see, that's what I mean with the
7-foot
putting.
putt.
It really is. It's so. You know, there's nothing that's guaranteed now.
And it went by so quick. Just like that, your round is over.
Bogey at the last. Come on, you absolute donut. 2 bogeys to end. We still finish under par though.
Alrighty, thanks very much for the round.
But I mean,
Clubhouse now.
yeah, I enjoyed
See you
that.
next time.
I just wish we'd maybe finished without those two bogeys, but yeah, it was a good run. 13 through to 16. Birdie, eagle. And then bogey finish, which it's a bit kind of put a little bit of a dampener on things. But anyway, that's a 71. I really enjoyed playing that today. I'll probably do a lot more of these kind of like just kind of casual play videos. I'm not one that does course reviews. It's not really my kind of scene. Plus the fact there's other people out there that do it probably far better than what I would. I'm more interested in just really, you know, talking over my swing, where it's at, where I need to be. I mean, the likes of that round, I mean, I was talking a lot. Maybe there's a couple of occasions that I wasn't concentrating as much. But I thought we played pretty well in parts. We're playing a lot more steady. Did have a couple of putting issues, maybe too much power, but that's all about feel, and I'm really enjoying not having the vibration on, and also not having any meters or even any like percentage at the bottom of the screen, having that all off. It's really good. Did I not get coins for doing a... Did I get... Oh, it's because I'm offline at the moment, that's why. Anyway folks, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.